This month's limited banner is the NTD Full Armor Unicorn, a red bombardment which makes for 4 red banners in a row. Like Magna last week, this suit is still on the JP tier list, coming in at B tier for raids. Fullcorn's EX is an AoE that deals damage to all enemies, but the real benefit is that it deals an extra 326% to any targets with a new type machine or psychoframe type tags. As you can probably guess, this makes up most of the stronger suits in the game. Skill 1 reduces the damage it takes by 99% with additional effects for green and blue enemies. It receives another 99% less damage from greens, but an extra 99% from blues, essentially cancelling out its DR against the color it's actually weak against. In exchange for this DR, it also makes itself unavoidable and reduces its own crit rate by 200%, which means it can't crit even with Easy 8. Skill 2 gives it 258% buffs to range sense when above 90% and 75% health, plus 55% increased accuracy against new type machines and psychoframe types. Keep in mind, it'll be easier to keep up your damage buffs compared to other backlines because of Fullcorn's DR, at least until you start taking EX damage or if you're targeted by a blue enemy. Banagher gives this thing flat buffs to accuracy and range sense, plus 2 more stacking range sense buffs when dealing damage, providing a max of almost 350% extra damage. This suit is definitely viable for both PvP and PvE as long as you play to its strengths and know its weaknesses. In Arena, it can be a really solid counter against suits like the O, Green Nu, and Black Lion, but on the flip side, it'll likely get melted by a Zeong Zagat combo because it's red and both a protagonist and Gundam type. I think it's going to find a lot more use in PvE because it should be much easier to keep its health high, and we're going to get a lot more raids and other events in the future that feature enemies that are either new type machines or psychoframe types, so this is a pretty strong pick all things considered. Keep in mind the only other strong red backline is the new sniper version of New Gundam that just got added to JP as part of crossover UCE not long ago, so this is the last time we'll see a good option in this slot for a while. If you didn't pull for HMT, I would definitely consider picking this one up.